The Rothschild family, the most famous of all European banking dynasties, which for some 200 years exerted great influence on the economic and, indirectly, the political history of Europe. In today's video, we'll tell you about this family and how they got this rich. Mayer and his sons all started out as bankers in a Frankfurt bank. By the 1820s, the Mayer family had become international bankers and opened branches in London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples. The Rothschild companies have been involved in more than just banking and finance. They have also been in the mining, energy, and real estate industries. Since the 1800s, the family has been known for all the good things they have done for charity, especially in the fields of education and the arts. Rothschild, unlike most of the people who had been in the court before him, was able to leave his wealth to his 5 sons. These sons went on to start businesses in London, Paris, Frankfurt, Vienna, and Naples, forming an international banking family. The family was considered a noble house in both the Holy Roman Empire and the UK. The family's written history begins at the 16th century in Frankfurt. The name Rothschild comes from the family home that Isaac Elkanan Bacharach built in Frankfurt in 1567. Forbes says that the Rothschild family has a net worth of more than $500 billion. The Rothschild family owns more than 1,800 properties in Europe. Most of these properties are in England, France, Germany, and other European countries. When you add up the value of all these properties, it comes to more than $36 billion. Besides these things, the Rothschild family's wealth also includes more than 55 luxury yachts, 10 private jets, and 13 luxury hotels. The Rothschild family is proud to own a huge cash reserve of more than $70 billion, which is safely stored in banks that the family also owns. Through a complicated web of financial relationships, the Rothschild family owns shares in every big company in the world, both directly and indirectly. The Rothschild family has a fund worth $100 billion that it uses to invest in the stock markets of major countries like the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, and the Tokyo Stock Exchange. The Rothschild family has a reserve that is worth more than $33 billion in euros, $6 billion in Japanese yen, and more than $20 billion US dollars. Since 1850, the Rothschild family has been involved in making wine in a big way. The Rothschild family owns many vineyards all over the world, including ones in France, Italy, South Africa, South America, and Australia. The Rothschild family is also the official wine supplier for the Vatican Church, but they don't get paid for it. Instead, they give the wine to the church for free. The family is in charge of more than 70% of all wine sold in Europe. They do this both directly and indirectly. The family's wine business has made them more than $16 billion in the last year. Even though the Rothschild family is Jewish, in the past year they have given the most money to the Vatican. The family has given the Vatican Church an amazing $5 billion as a donation. They have also helped pay for Pope Francis's personal travels. The family runs more than 25 financial institutions and investment firms in different parts of the world. Out of the 10 biggest financial institutions in the world, 8 of them are owned in part by Rothschild. The English investment firm N.M. Rothschild & Sons worked as a consultant for corporate mergers and acquisitions is an important part of what they do. The Rothschild family owns and has a lot of power over Paris Orleans S.A., which is a financial holdings company. The family owns a number of financial institutions, including Rabobank Group, a Dutch investment and private banking giant. It used to be one of the richest families in the world. Now it is known as one of the most well-known financial houses. Mayer Rothschild moved back to Frankfurt when he was 19 years old. He joined his brothers in the trading business that their father had set up for the family. Mayer had a successful career as a dealer in rare coins, and Crown Prince Wilhelm of Hesse, who had bought coins for Mayer's father, became a customer. Because of this partnership, Mayer was able to offer a wider range of financial services in his business. It also made it easier for Mayer to make connections with other nobles. Wilhelm became known as Wilhelm IX, Landgrave of Hesse Castle, later in life. He got this title because he made a lot of money. In 1769, Rothschild went to Wilhelm and asked him to make him a court factor, which is sometimes called a crown agent. The honorary title showed that Mayer had done work for royalty, and it also gave him permission to hang on the wall of his home a shield with the coat of arms of Hesse and Hanau, which was a way of saying that he had done work for royalty. Before he died, Mayer Rothschild gave his heirs very clear instructions about how they should handle the family's money. He was adamant about keeping the money in the family, so in his will, he set up a strict patrilineal system of succession. Under this system, title and property could only be passed down through a male line. The female descendants of males could not directly inherit anything. This led to more family weddings. Between the years of 1824 and 1877, 36 weddings between male descendants of Mayer Rothschild took place. They all married someone from the same family 30 times. Most people got married to their first or second cousins. Only 4 Rothschild women and 2 Rothschild men got married to people who were not related to either of their families during this time. Nathan Rothschild did important things for the Jewish community in many different ways. After a while, his family expanded their charity work to help people in Paris and London as well. At first, he tried to help synagogues in the city of London. This led to the creation of the United Synagogue, an organization that helped the many smaller synagogues bring their activities together. In later years, family members helped build homes and government buildings in Israel, which is a big part of how the country grew. Many of the 30 charitable organizations in Frankfurt that are run by the Rothschild family were given to Louise, Nathan's youngest child, and her 7 daughters. There were public libraries, orphanages, hospitals, homes for the elderly, and special funds set aside for education as part of these foundations. A lot of money was given to the Jews' Free School in London. The Rothschild family's generosity also made it possible for educational activities to take place in Austria, France, and Israel. In addition to giving money to educational projects, the family gave about 60,000 works of art to different public organizations. The Rothschild family helped build social housing in London and Paris, which led to the creation of the Rothschild Foundation to continue their charitable work. In the 21st century, the family's wealth has been passed down through generations and shared among their heirs and descendants. Today, Rothschild has interests in many areas, such as financial services, real estate, mining, energy, and charitable work. The family also owns more than a dozen different wineries in different parts of the world. In line with family tradition, the Rothschild fortune is held in businesses that are privately owned and run. Even in the present day, the Rothschild businesses are still doing well. Most family members work for these companies or have money invested in businesses that make the family rich. The family's great success can be attributed in large part to their strong desire to work together, to be entrepreneurs, and to follow good business practices. That's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and comment down your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.